Hey yo, what is up everybody? It's the Young King Hitman here. It is 5 a.m. my time and I'm perfectly okay with that. Because why? Because we have easy info for the Int Angel Golden Frieza. Now Frieza here, he he's already a bit controversial. I'm gonna go over why in a moment here, but of course we gotta go over his info first, right? So Frieza, of course, we knew he was gonna get Resurrection Warriors, 3 key stats, 170%. By the way, thank you to the wiki, of course. Or he's giving Int type 3 key 120%. I love that they're doing this now, the 120, because like, don't get me wrong, it's outdated now, 120%. But if you were really desperate, like, you could do it. Like, it's not unfathomable to do it. It just depends on how good that last unit is. You can only do it for like the very last unit you need on your team. It just depends on the content. But anyway, super attack effect. The Great Death Beam greatly raises defense for one turn and greatly lowers defense. I mean, you know what we care about. I don't have to say too much. Frieza's passive skill, his Easy Aid, Proof of True Evil. Attack 250%, defense 150%. All allies, or excuse me, all enemies will get debuffed by 15%. Super, this is so dumb, bro. I hated this about his old card. I really used to hate it because it was noticeable. People said it wasn't. Yes, it was. Super class allies and enemies will get debuffed by 7% attack. Bro, it's not as bad as it used to be, but back then, his old Uneasy Aid passive, it was notable, bro. It felt like you were losing a link, like a whole ass link. I hated that about his team. He was just selfish. It made me feel like he was selfish. Plus, an additional attack and defense 100% when facing a super class enemy. Attacks will be super effective if there's another Resurrection or Reps of Universe 7 category ally in the same turn. Now that super effective is really good, but defensively this guy is very questionable. I know you see 250% attack and defense and greatly raised defense, and he looks crazy. Like, you think he's gonna be crazy, right? Now Sora here gets a lot of flack, and I think he's a good YouTuber that loves Dokkan. However, I do often find myself disagreeing with certain things he says. This is not one of them. If you look at them now, Sora said this guy kind of sucks, but he was just, this is a tweet, and he was just making a point about Frieza's inability to be fully functional in the red zone because, of course, all of the enemies are extreme class. So not only is he not able to debuff them, he's losing 100% to both stats. So that is a problem, right? All links are activated with a 200% lead. Frieza against an extreme class enemy before he super attacks. 186k defense. Now that's not unreasonable. I don't hate that. That's okay with me. But post super, it's only 280k. Who? There's not. There's no red zone enemy you can comp. Like you can deal with less than 400k. It seems like if you don't have any sort of mitigation up. So that's not tolerable. His defense against a super class enemy pre-super class, pre-super attack 261k. That's much better, right? Like that's crazy better. And then post super attack is almost 400k. That's good, but this is all links active. Now for sure, this is what I loved about his EZA before we found out his info is he can link up with the physical Angel Golden Frieza, and they go 7 for 7. So they're fine, right? Like I'm about 85, I'm like 97% sure. Yeah, they go 7 for 7. So yeah, Frieza, he has a perfectly fine linking partner on these 200% leader skills. I just red zone is the hardest content in the game, and I've been told as a global player like over and over again, you got to get ready for the red zone. Not everybody's built for the red zone. You need this, that, and the third. It seems like there are banner units who are better defensively than Frieza is, and I don't really. That's not a good look for the red zone. I'm saying like banner units better defensively in the red zone. Super Battle Road Frieza is a monster. He is a monster, and he's on a good amount of teams. Resurrection Warriors. Universe Survival Saga is not in a good spot right now. No one's really talking about it, but I had noticed it. Really, I felt like I had noticed it when LR Physical Kaioken Blue and Evolution Blue came out, right? Like this is almost 2 years ago now. But then of course they compensated, they dropped some Keflas and like they dropped Tech Kefla in about a year, like TURs. I'm talking TURs. They dropped Tech Kefla, they dropped Hits Eza, and of course, you know, the anniversary, they dropped MUI and Evolution Blue as separate LRs, but in all of their, you know, subsequent EZAs and banner units and stuff like that. But I was just looking at it like, yo, this isn't really, even though those banner units are like the worst banner units they've dropped in the past X amount of years. Both of those Gohan, Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo, and then Ultimate Gohan and Frieza units are absolutely fucking terrible, man. But but yeah, so I don't know what's on the table for Frieza. I don't really like the way he's built. I mean, he looks so good on paper too. When you see super effective for this guy, you just think he's gonna be crazy. But let's just say you're in Wicked Bloodline SBR, you can link him up with the physical Frieza and they'll be fine. Like that's a great scenario for him. He's gonna okay. Let's just say we take a step up from, because remember all the links or all the categories this one has, the physical one will have, so they'll be fine. But the physical one isn't a slot one unit unless he gets hit, and that's a bit dangerous. So now you're putting him in slot one. You can put this Frieza in slot one. Don't even. He's not like getting his. He doesn't have a glass jaw, but I'm not impressed with his stats against extreme class enemies. I just, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess only time will tell. Versus superclass enemies, this guy's crazy, and obviously superclass is more of the game, so you'll see that more often than literally not. But I gotta see him over time. Over time, like I think Physical Future Gohan is better than him right now. I think Physical Future Gohan, excuse me, is much better than him. Only time will tell, but Gohan will definitely age better. You can see it now. He will age much better. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I, of course, enjoyed showcasing, like, showing you guys what Frieza does, giving you guys my thoughts on it. Consider liking and subscribing if you want more of the Young Hitman's content. You guys probably are gonna flame me in the comments for disagreeing, but y'all gotta know where I'm coming from. There's no way nobody knows where I'm coming from. Oh man, that's tough because I really was hyped for this. Well, I wasn't super hyped, but I was, you know, favoring his EZA when I saw the reveal. Young Hitman is off this, and we still might get a, you know, an LR Golden Frieza in part two. That's what I'm banking. That's what I'm hype about. I'm banking on that. Only time will tell. Young Hitman is out.